Alright, so time to change this timing chain to get rid of this nylon coated teeth. That's I don't like that. So I got a comp cam double chain. So hopefully it's just a remove and replace. So I got the the camshaft sprocket off using the puller that I have, and I was a little worried because it was pretty tight pulling it off, and this was not coming out. And so I kind of just took my time, and I thought that this came all the way out so that it would bind up whenever it's trying to lean back over. But since it doesn't have that area there, you could just pull it straight off, even with the tension. And at the very end, it will kind of pivot a little bit. Then you know you've gone past this, and it'll come off real easy. Okay, so I have the new timing gear on, and it wasn't real easy to put on. I had to keep on tapping it with just, like taps like that to move it. And no hard blows or anything like that. I've seen them where they're just easy to just slide on, but mine is pretty tight, so I didn't want to slide on. So I would, on the bottom, I have these bearings. These are from carrier bearings, the inside race. I put it right there, and I would put another one right there, and then I would I had something else to go on this, and then I would do the tapping on the bottom too, just to get it moving. The bottom one moves a lot easier than the top one, but it was just tapping. So alright, so I moved the crank around just to make sure that those line up, those dots, and they do. I decided to take the timing chain off to inspect the key for damage or woodruff, because on the harmonic balancer snout, it was kind of marred at the end right there. So I didn't know exactly how that happened, and I know I have a crack there. And so I know I can buy a new key. I didn't even know these come out, but yeah, these come out, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it out and just inspect it and see if there's any doesn't look too bad, but if I can replace it pretty cheap, I might as well. So I'm gonna take it out and inspect it. Alright, well, I welded a little contraption on, booger welded it onto the Keyway, letting it cool down, and then I will try to tap it out. If I can get this. You get the picture. So I cleaned it up and looks pretty good. No splatter. Well, I was worried about the splatter because it was a flux core. That's why it's all boogered up. But it came out nice and easy. Well, not easy. Actually, I had a bang on it. I was actually bending the bar. Here's the old and the new woodruff together. And I got the new one came with the kit on the to replace my balancer, because my balancer was cracked, the snout on the two-part balancer. So I went to AAC to buy the remade one, and it came with the woodruff. So I said, okay, I'll go ahead and replace it. But I didn't think it was going to be that hard to get this thing out. Man, there's no way that it was going to come out with a screwdriver or a punch. In fact, this one going to go in, I test fitted it and it was really tight. Alright, so I'm in the process of installing the new Keyway or woodruff, and that thing's pretty tight. So what I've been doing, I cleaned out the inside as best I could, and then I put it in the woodruff in the freezer overnight, and then I coated the outside with some anti-seize. I placed it in there and started tapping in with a rubber mallet, and that got pretty much all the way in, but then there was a point where I couldn't go any farther, so then I switched to a block of wood and a hammer to start tapping it. Let's see, you kind of see the marks, so I wouldn't mushroom the edge here. So now it's almost all the way in. The last time I had it in, it would slide in, pushing it in all the way with your hand, and I can go about halfway right now. So I need to tap in the back a little bit more. And I've been putting on the old, what do I do with it? Well, the old gear, I would slip it on there to hold it down and then tap. So, and I think the measurement it wants is about right there. 111. Let's see what I have on this one. 112 in the front, and then in the back, .119, 112. So I need to do a little bit more tapping to get that back spacing, or the back part, evened up so that it could fit nicely. I could probably just press it on and it would go down, but I'm gonna keep working at that. Alright, so I finished tapping it down with the block of wood. I'm ready to put my timing gear test on there, and slides back nice and easy. So cool. I am happy with that. So now my timing, my balancer snout should fit on there as well. And it's a brand new woodruff key. Alright. And this was the main reason why I changed the woodruff key. Probably I wouldn't have if I wouldn't have seen this, that it did chip this existing, or the old balancer snout, and there's a crack there. So I was afraid that there was a weak spot formed in the old key. So to be safe, I just replaced it. So it was a little bit harder than what I thought it was going to be, but once I found that way to do it, I searched on the internet and found the guy who does tractor repair, and he showed he recorded that trick, how to remove it with the welder. So now I'm all set. I'm just waiting for my parts to come in to replace this guy. It's kind of beat up. And right now I'm not running a mechanical fuel pump, so I guess it wouldn't matter, but if I did in the future, I would like to know that this is not all pitted and might crack. So, but that thing was 40, almost 50 bucks without the bolt. So, but hey, Pontiacs, and got to keep the parts industry alive, I guess. So I paid it.